Hello and welcome to our channel. Are you ready to learn English while listening to the amazing stories of the world's most interesting people? If you want to get more videos like this one, please subscribe to our channel right now. Practicing English every day is the key to fluency, and we are here to help you. So click that subscribe button. Now let's begin today's story. What do you think of when you hear the name Oprah Winfrey? Do you think of her famous TV show where she interviewed presidents and movie stars? Do you think of her giving away cars to everyone in her audience, shouting, "You get a car, you get a car, everybody gets a car"? Or do you think of her as one of the richest and most powerful women in the world? Oprah Winfrey is a media giant, a billionaire, an actress, and a philanthropist. But her life did not start with money and fame. It started in deep poverty in the American South at a time of racial segregation. Her story is one of the most incredible rags-to-riches stories of our time. How did a poor girl from Mississippi, who suffered terrible abuse, become the queen of all media and a global icon of hope and inspiration? This is the story of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Gail Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, in a small, rural town called Kosciuszko, Mississippi. Her parents were not married. Her mother, Vernita Lee, was a teenager who worked as a housemaid. Her father, Vernon Winfrey, was a soldier in the army. They were not together. When Oprah was born, her mother was too young and poor to take care of her, so Oprah was sent to live with her grandmother, Hattie Mae Lee, on a small, isolated farm. Life with her grandmother was very poor. They had no electricity and no running water. Oprah was so poor that she often wore dresses made from potato sacks because they could not afford to buy clothes. She remembers having only one pair of shoes. But her grandmother was a strong, religious woman. She taught Oprah to read before she was 3 years old. Oprah was a very smart child. She loved to read and to speak in public. At her local church, she was known as the Little Speaker because she could recite long Bible verses from memory. She had a big voice and a big personality, even as a small child. Her grandmother was strict and sometimes whipped her, but she also gave Oprah a strong foundation of words and faith. When Oprah was 6 years old, she moved to Milwaukee, a city in the north, to live with her mother, who she barely knew. But life there was not better. It was much worse. Her mother worked long hours as a maid and was often not at home. Oprah has said that during this time she was sexually abused by several male relatives and a friend of her mother. The abuse started when she was 9 years old and continued for years. She felt alone, unloved, and ashamed. She kept the abuse a secret for a long time. At age 13, after years of abuse, she ran away from home. At 14, she became pregnant, but her baby son was born prematurely and died shortly after birth. Her childhood was filled with poverty, neglect, and deep trauma. After her difficult time in Milwaukee, Oprah was sent to live with her father, Vernon, in Nashville, Tennessee. This move saved her life. Her father was a strict man. He was a barber and a businessman, and he had clear rules. He gave Oprah a stable home, structure, and love. He made her read a book every week and write a report on it. He made her learn 5 new vocabulary words every day. If she didn't know a word, she had to look it up in the dictionary. He told her she had to be the best she could be. He believed in her and saw her potential. With her father's guidance, Oprah started to do very well in school. She became an honors student. She joined the speech team and won competitions. She was smart, funny, and popular. She was elected president of her student council. Her father's discipline gave her the focus she needed. While in high school, she got her first job in media. She was hired by a local black radio station, WVOL, to read the news on the air. She was only 17 years old. In 1972, she won the Miss Black Nashville beauty pageant. Then she won the Miss Black Tennessee pageant. She was beautiful and confident. She went to Tennessee State University on a full scholarship to study communication. While she was in college, she started working as a news anchor for the local CBS television station, WTVF-TV. She was the youngest news anchor and the first black female news anchor at that station. Oprah Winfrey was on her way. She was so successful that she left college just one credit short of graduating to focus on her career. Years later, in 1986, she would return to submit her final paper and officially receive her degree. In 1976, Oprah moved to Baltimore, Maryland for a big new job as a co-anchor for the 6 o'clock news on WJZ-TV. But she had a problem. She was too emotional. She couldn't just read the news without feeling it. When she reported on sad stories, she would often cry. Her bosses told her she was not right for the news. They said she was too involved in the stories. They took her off the evening news. She felt like a failure. She thought her career in television was over. But then the station gave her a different job. They asked her to be a co-host on a local morning talk show called People Are Talking. A talk show was a perfect fit for her. She was warm, funny, and very good at listening to people. She could connect with the audience in a way that other hosts could not. She was not afraid to be herself. The show became a big hit in Baltimore. Oprah had found her true calling. She realized she was better at talking with people than just reading news to them. After 8 years in Baltimore, a TV station in Chicago offered her a job. They wanted her to host her own morning talk show. The show was called AM Chicago. It was in last place in the ratings. Her main competitor was Phil Donahue, who had the most popular talk show in America at that time. But Oprah was different. She talked about personal issues. She was open and honest about her own life, including her difficult childhood and her struggles with her weight. People felt like they knew her. They trusted her. Within a few months, her show went from last place to first place. It was more popular than Donahue's show. Oprah Winfrey was becoming a star. Because of her amazing success in Chicago, her show was given a new name and was syndicated. This means it was shown on TV stations all across the country. On September 8, 1986, The Oprah Winfrey Show was born. It quickly became the #1 talk show in America. Oprah changed television. Before Oprah, most talk shows were about celebrities or political issues. Oprah talked about everything. She talked about relationships, health, spirituality, and social problems. She had famous episodes where she interviewed Michael Jackson at his Neverland Ranch, and another where Tom Cruise jumped on her couch. But she also interviewed ordinary people with extraordinary stories. Her show was a place where people could share their deepest secrets and their biggest triumphs. She cried with her guests. She laughed with her guests. She made her audience feel like they were part of a community. She also became a very smart businesswoman. She was not happy with just being the host of the show. She wanted to own it. She started her own production company called Harpo Productions. Harpo is Oprah spelled backward. Her company took control of The Oprah Winfrey Show. This was a very important step. It meant she was in charge of the content, the message, and the business, and it meant she would make most of the money. In the 1990s, many talk shows became very trashy. They were all about fighting and yelling. They were called trash TV. Oprah decided to take her show in a different direction. She wanted to make it more positive and inspiring. She started a segment called Change Your Life TV. She wanted to use her show to help people live better lives. She brought on experts like Dr. Phil and Suze Orman to give advice. Her ratings went up even more. For 25 years, The Oprah Winfrey Show was a part of daily life for millions of people around the world. It won 47 Daytime Emmy Awards and made Oprah one of the most loved and respected people in America. The Oprah Winfrey Show was just the beginning. Oprah used her success to build a huge media empire. In 1996, she started one of her most famous projects, Oprah's Book Club. When Oprah chose a book for her book club, it became an instant bestseller. She introduced millions of people to new authors and great literature. She had the power to make a book a phenomenon. This was called the Oprah effect. In 2000, she launched her own magazine, the Oprah Magazine. It was a huge success. On the cover of every issue was Oprah herself. The magazine was filled with articles about health, wellness, and personal growth, all based on Oprah's philosophy of living your best life. Oprah also became a successful actress. In 1985, even before her talk show was nationally syndicated, she acted in the movie The Color Purple, directed by Steven Spielberg. She was nominated for an Academy Award for her performance. She later acted in and produced other movies, like Beloved, based on the novel by Toni Morrison, and The Butler. She also produced the movie Selma, about the civil rights movement. In 2011, after 25 years, she decided to end her famous talk show. It was a huge event, but she was not retiring. She was starting her next big adventure. She launched her own television network called ON, the Oprah Winfrey Network. It was a difficult start for the network. It lost a lot of money at first, and people said it would fail. But Oprah worked hard, and she turned it around with popular shows and exclusive interviews, like her famous interview with the cyclist Lance Armstrong, where he admitted to doping. The network became profitable and successful. Through her company, Harpo, and her network, OWN, Oprah became more than just a talk show host. She became a media mogul, a powerful executive in charge of a billion-dollar empire. In 2003, she became the first Black woman billionaire in the world. Oprah Winfrey has made a lot of money, but she has also given a lot of it away. She is one of the most generous philanthropists in the world. A philanthropist is a person who gives money to help others. In 2005, Businessweek magazine called her the greatest Black philanthropist in American history. She has supported many causes, but her biggest passion is education. She believes that education is the key to a better life. She has given hundreds of millions of dollars to help students go to college. In 1998, she started Oprah's Angel Network, a charity that raised money from her viewers for many projects. It raised over $80 million to build schools in developing countries, help the victims of Hurricane Katrina, and support other causes. Her most famous philanthropic project is in South Africa. In 2007, she opened the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. It is a special boarding school for girls from poor backgrounds who are smart and talented. Oprah was very involved in creating the school. She chose the design, the curriculum, and even interviewed the students herself. She calls the students her daughters. She wanted to give them the opportunities she never had. The school is a symbol of her belief in the power of education to change lives. Oprah has also used her public platform to advocate for children. In 1994, she helped to pass a law in the United States called the Oprah Bill. It created a national database of convicted child abusers to help protect children from harm. Today, Oprah Winfrey is more than just a media personality. She is a global icon. Her influence is everywhere. When she recommends a product on her favorite things list, it sells out. When she supports a political candidate, it can make a big difference. Her endorsement of Barack Obama in 2008 was seen as very important for his campaign. It was estimated to be worth over 1 million votes. She has faced some criticism. Some people say that she has promoted pseudoscience or questionable health advice on her show from guests like Dr. Oz. Others say that her focus on personal success can sometimes ignore bigger social and economic problems. But her supporters say that she has done more good than almost anyone else in media. They say she has given a voice to the voiceless and has inspired millions of people to improve their lives and to believe in themselves. Her personal life has been much more stable than her childhood. Since 1986, she has been in a long-term relationship with her partner, Stedman Graham. They were engaged to be married in 1992, but they decided not to get married. They have been together for over 35 years. She has also been open about her lifelong struggle with her weight, which has made many people feel even more connected to her. Oprah Winfrey's story is a powerful lesson. It shows that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how difficult your start in life is. With intelligence, hard work, and a belief in yourself, you can overcome anything. She turned her pain into power. She used her own story of survival to connect with millions of people and to help them heal. She once said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." From a poor girl in a potato sack dress to a billionaire who is one of the most influential women in the world, Oprah has built an empire based on one simple idea: connection. She taught us to listen to each other, to share our stories, and to live our best lives. Her legacy is not just in the money she has made, but in the lives she has touched. She is, and always will be, the one and only Oprah. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this story and that it helped you practice your English. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. See you next time.